Hello 143 class, this is a homework example from section 7C. This is problem number 9. So this is wanting us to find the expected value of playing one of these games and then how much we can expect to win or lose if we played $165 worth of entries. Alright, or which would be 165 entries since it's $1 per entry. Alright, so the way we do this, you're going to spend $1, so that's -1. That's the dollar spent to play the game. Now, if you play that dollar, spend that dollar, and win this prize, that's a positive 200,000, or sorry, 2 million. But the probability you win that is 1 in, or 1 divided by 80 million and 1. Alright, and then you could also win this $200,000 prize. So that's or 200,000 times that probability. Or you could win 2,000. So I didn't do the plus for or. Every time you say or, it's a plus. Or you could win 2,000 parentheses and then the probability there. Alright, so there's the probabilities, or the outcomes. You lose $1, or you win the 200 million, or sorry, the 2 million after you've played the dollar, or you could win this amount, or you could win this amount. So everywhere you say or, when you go from one of these to the next, it's plus. But do notice that there is a probability associated with each of these, and we multiply the amounts, the prize amounts times the probabilities, and add it to this. Now if you're going to play, there's a 100% chance you lose $1, so you can add that in there too, a -1 and then 100%, like a 1 in 1 chance. But when you hit enter, this is your expected value, -0.9699. Now to the nearest cent, if you bet $1, you're going to lose 97 cents. So we put in -97 there. Alright, now if you play 165 in entries, so we're going to take $165 and we're going to multiply by this number right here, the -0.97. And this is saying for every dollar we spend, we're going to lose 97 cents. So if we spend 165, we're going to lose 97 cents for each one of those $165, which comes up to 160.05. So we can expect to lose, and the lose takes care of the negative, and now we just type in the number, 160.05. Okay, so you just multiply these together to get the first number, and then multiply that number times whatever this dollar amount that you spend, because this is per $1. Alright, now if it would have been, if this had been like $2 or something like that, and the expected value is this, you'd have to adjust it. But since this is $1 and you're spending 165, you can literally just multiply those together to get this number. Okay, now if you put lose and then -160.05, it's not going to count that correct. So just know if this is a negative number when you do the multiplication, that signifies lose, and then just type in the number, the absolute value of the number. Alright guys, I want to show you how to do this on Excel too. Excel is great for these expected value type problems. So on the left hand side here I got the prizes, right hand side I got the probability. Now a prize, if you want to call it a prize, you would lose $1. Alright, that's a guarantee that if you play this game you're going to lose $1 for sure. So for certainty, remember, if something is certainly going to happen, that means the probability is 1, meaning you will absolutely positively lose $1. Okay, but these were the probabilities for the others. Okay, just 1 divided by those. Now to make this actually work, to make the computation work, you actually have to go in here in front of all these 1 divided bys and change that to a equals 1 divided by, which would then change it to scientific notation because these are such small numbers. But I did want to start it off with that, with the fraction, just so you could see it. But when you type it in, just type in equals 1 divided by these numbers. And it'll go ahead and put it in scientific notation for you because they are very small probabilities. If you look at it, you have 7 leading zeros before these numbers. But then when you get over here to prize times probability, that's how you get expected value, if you remember. You multiply the values times the probability. So I'm going to type equals this times this. And then I'm going to go over here to that number, which is A2 times B2, and I'm just going to double click that bottom right corner when it changes from a white cursor to a black cursor. And then all those things got multiplied together. Okay, so -1 times 1 is -1. Now, why it's highlighted, after you've multiplied these things together, what did we do when we did it on the calculator? We added them all together. Okay, we added all those. So while I've got them highlighted, I'm going to come over here and click the add button. And then there's that expected value that we get right there. Okay, it's rounded to the nearest cent. Okay, so we write up to the 0.97. And then what do I do with that number? I multiply it by this much in entries. So I could just type in equals 165 times 0.97. There's the 160.05. If you click that, it wouldn't round it, and it's expecting you to round right there. But you can get that first number easily with Excel, and I like how Excel does it better than your calculator does, with all the clicking and the dragging and the formulas, the equals that you can use. It just makes it a nice, quick, easy computation.